is the 77 WABC minicast.
So the Presidential Center opened this week for King Obama in Chicago. So now he has his Presidential Center. And maybe it'll put a dent in the black-on-black crime problem. I don't think so. But the king, sire, has his presidential center. And in anticipation of that, he sat down with former First Lady Michelle Obama, and they sat down with ABC News. I don't know what the former First Lady's problem is. I mean, after all, the FBI didn't go through her personal belongings like President Trump's wife, like Melania Trump, the current First Lady. But Michelle Obama is angry. And it's the number one reason why I told you folks repeatedly that she would never run for president, because she simply doesn't have the temperament. So she's sitting there, right? And I am the master at lightning round questions. You have a lot of imitators that do now what I used to do in debates. And the reason why we did it is because when you force a politician to give a one-word answer, it's very telling into their personality. They can't lie with a million words. Or if they lie, it's so bad that it becomes obvious. So Robin Roberts of Good Morning America sits Obama down and the former First Lady. So you have the king and the former First Lady sitting there. And I want you to listen to this. And Michelle Obama, she is one angry sister.
One word to describe your next chapter. One word.
Fun.
Me.
That's what you call drop the mic.
Yeah. You know what? You seem to be grading her higher on her answer.
So, reading between the lines, Robin Roberts didn't know what to say, so she had to give the First Lady cover in front of the king. And she says, that's a drop the mic moment. What do you say if you're doing the interview? You have the former First Lady sitting there, angry Michelle Obama, and she says, it's about her. Next. Wow. 800-848-9222. You listen to this program. Oh, and by the way, folks, right now in the World Cup, right now, the USA is playing Australia as we speak. The number to reach us is 800-848-9222. So I want to talk about something that I have discussed quite a bit. Caitlin Clark in terms of the WNBA. Right? And she happens to be a white player, dominant in the WNBA, the Women's Professional League. The Women's Professional League, I would say, is about 80% African American and 70 to 80% gay. And then you have Caitlin Clark come along, and she does miracles for the league, but the other quote-unquote ladies don't like her because they're jealous of her, right? And you can say whatever you want, folks. I'm going to keep it real with you right now. This white girl can ball. It doesn't matter what her race is. She is that good. But the African-American female athletes don't like it, right? So she's getting the marketing dollars, and of course it's always an excuse. And I want you to get an example, right? And then I'm going to tell you about some lollipops that I just received in the mail. I won't say who it's from, but it's so nice. I got some lollipops I talked about the other day on air, folks, right? I discussed that when I went to the dermatologist, I demanded my my lollipop, and they gave one to me. And so now I have 3 packs of lollipops. One says Zollipops, vitamin C, 0 sugar, 2 of those. And then I also have here in front of me a Zaffy Taffy with 0 sugar. So thank you. That's so kind of you folks. But I want to go back to Caitlin Clark, and then I'm going to start with your calls, Catherine in Rockland County, in a moment, 800-848-9222. But Caitlin Clark, how she is beat up in the league, and nobody says anything. And now this is an imaginary conversation. Let's pretend for a second I'm Caitlin Clark's agent, and I'm talking to her privately, right? I would say, Caitlin, we got to do something. They're beating you up on the court. And she would say, Dominic, I can't say anything because, political correctness. If I say a single word and I'm white, then I'm racist, and then they're going to make it 3 times harder on me. So I just have to take it and deal with it. That's what I would imagine Caitlin Clark, her response would be. Notice she never really responds to being attacked night after night. So you have that tank in the WNBA by the name of Brittany Griner. That's the one that was locked up in Russia. They found some apparent weed in her bag when she was coming back. Brittany Griner, I don't want to have a debate of whether or not that's really a man, but oh my God, I would be afraid to, on a pick, run into Brittany Griner because she looks like a wall standing there, and she's built like a man. And then she took those pictures poolside with her wife, and she doesn't have on a shirt, and she's out there poolside looking buff. Now, this is a woman with no shirt on, no breasts, and this is the world that we live in. But listen to this recent game for Caitlin Clark, how much the physical abuse she has to deal with on the court.
Brittany, I'm going to need you to chill out, girl. This is from the game the other night. So she pushes Caitlin. Look at this. And Caitlin gets called for the foul. So Caitlin's like, whatever. This is ridiculous, man. You know what? I'm going to go shoot a 3-pointer. Be right back. Caitlin hits a 3. And then Brittany does it again. She stands there like a wall, pushes Caitlin. Caitlin falls to the floor and just lays there. And the ref doesn't call it, doesn't say anything, just lets her lay on the floor and lets the game keep going. So by this point, when Caitlin gets up, she is not happy. She's like, are you kidding me? Are you like a rookie ref? What is going on? Did you not see me laying there? Did you not see Brittany throwing me around?
And so that's a bit of a color commentary in terms of Caitlin Clark ran into the wall of Brittany Griner. And Brittany Griner is a woman that looks like a man, that is built like a man, takes off her shirt poolside, and does not have breasts. But I don't know what to say. I don't ask me. I don't know.